One. Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. We got another great show coming at you in full effect, man. You know what you came to be, and you know what you came to get, man. Without any further ado, I'm gonna let the player. We're a couple men short today, but we appreciate y'all for tuning in. We're gonna sit and shout out to our brothers that's taking care of some endeavors today, man. But y'all know what it is, man. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Oh yeah, man. You already know what's up. Um, what's understood ain't got to be explained, man. You know it's one of the great up in this thing. What y'all got going,
Hey, man, we just lucky to be alive, man. Blessed to be alive, man. How you doing today, born the great?
guys? Man, I'm happy, man. Shit, I'm trying to go on and turn up a little bit already.
You sound like you already turned it up a little bit,
I
but
need
that's
you to turn that shit down.
Trying to turn up,
I'm gonna
man.
need both of y'all niggas to turn it.
Why?
You know, it's every Sunday.
What?
Every Sunday. Y'all going on an alcohol escapade. I'm gonna need y'all to chill.
Look, it is time, fam. It is time.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
it's the 7 day, bro.
Oh my. Hey, boy. Hey, boy. Don't do that. Don't do that.
What?
Don't do that. Don't do
What?
that.
It's,
All right.
it's
All
the
right.
truth,
God ain't
fam.
gonna slap you when he see
Truth.
you.
It's the truth, bro.
That's all it is.
All right. God ain't got nothing to do with this.
Man,
Oh my God.
introduce
If y'all
yourself,
don't know
man.
my voice is, my name today is Gorilla Shakur. And yeah, that's it.
Right.
That's in respect to, Gorilla Glue. He's not here today. We have wonderful news, by the way, I don't, well, he don't mind, we're gonna put this out here. My boy getting ready, to drop his little one, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to
Right.
Cam, you know what I'm saying? Hey, my boy, hold it down, hold it down. We finna have a new member of the family, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying 48, podcast, so fat, handle that endeavors, and we all praying and celebrating, which some of us celebrating a little differently than others, Vaughn and Warren. But if I'm
Right.
here, if Warren here, wait a second, wait a minute, somebody's missing. Hold on. If I'm here, if Fat is handling his endeavors, if Warren is here, then that means, Vaughn, you ain't got your protege. So let them know who you be.
First out, I give a shout out to my brother Jay Marley, man, holding down, man. We know you here in spirit, bro.
Oh, my bad.
But nevertheless, the sensei is here, Mr.
Oh my
Miyagi.
God.
I'm gonna wax on and wax off in this bitch.
Oh my God.
But nevertheless, man, y'all know who I am. For now, let me reiterate who I am. I am none other than Mr. Al Roker, Mr. Bag of Destruction, Mr. Knee High Peach, none other than Vaughn, the motherfucking villain. And by all means, if you want to, if you can, if possible, kiss the rings, bitch. And together we are the collective. I'm just saying for today, fellas, let's jump into it.
Yes,
Oh yeah.
yes, let's do this. Let's do this. How y'all doing this morning, first and foremost?
You see
Man,
this cup? I'm doing great.
I'm about to say I'm happy that we had this talk and we decided to go vote Jay Molly up off the fucking island. Hey yo, this show, like that's ain't no disrespect and that, I'm just a little happy about that today. You know, it's just a great day today. And you know what I mean, fam?
It's gonna be a great day. You can see clearly now, J. Marley's gone.
Exactly.
Nobody chopping up his sound bites or nothing.
Right.
Sunshine in there. Jay Marley, whatever you're doing in your next career and endeavors, we just in the great words of your drop that you got, we just need you to go get your own. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Shout out to Marley, man.
Right.
He's extremely missed on this show. A little bit more from others than others, if you get my drift. But
Right.
well, y'all want to jump into this thing, man?
If I could, you posed a great question in the pre-show meeting, man. Because everybody can relate to this. I agree. I feel like everybody can relate to this, man. But you posed the question: what motivates us from our past? Rather, whatever it could be, financially, relationship wise, just what motivates you as a whole and keeps you going from your past. Anybody would like to go first? So I think it's a great question. Can definitely have the floor.
I about to say shit. I can go first. Shit, I ain't just gonna be too long. I'm gonna be pretty quick and simple, honestly. I would probably say the number one thing is my mom. Like, shit, I saw her like try to complete everything, trying to work, trying to take care of like all of these kids and trying to complete everything, even though it's just like all up on her kind of thing. So it kind of gave me the strength whenever I got older to just like understand that point blank, I know I can complete anything that I want to do if I just try. Like point blank, like shit. That's all I gotta do is just go and put my head out there. So shit.
I
Very.
respect it. I respect it. Seeing somebody else's grit and grind has motivated you to stay
Hell
focused.
yeah. For real, for
Uh,
real.
Vaughn, do you want to go or do you want me to
Yeah.
go?
Try not to be long winded. I know that's kind of hard for me sometimes.
Mr. Walker.
But now, I can definitely piggyback off Juan said, and of course, us being African American men, a lot of us can relate to that growing in a single parent household, especially under a woman. But me personally, it was I myself. What I mean by that is not to try to go deep in detail. At one point, I didn't have a vehicle. I wasn't mobile, and at one point, it was cool to ask people for rides here and there to my destinations, but I didn't want to bother them or take away from what they had going in their personal life, whatever they were doing. So, I would take the city bus from time to time, and during those detours or that city bus, you come across all type of different individuals, all type of different personalities. And I remember one day I was feeling kind of defeated. It was hot as hell. It was hot as hell. It was hot. Mississippi weather is something different.
Shit, for real.
If you don't know, you don't want to know. But shit, I was standing at the bus stop, man, with my lunch bag, my vest on, my work gear, and this woman randomly that did not know me. She did not know me. She didn't. I remember she had a black Tahoe. She pulled up to the stop sign on the opposite side of the street. She said, "Young man, I couldn't hear her at first 'cause I had my headphones on, as I tend to do." And she said, "Baby," and I looked up, you know, not knowing what the hell she was gonna ask me, and she said, "I don't know you, young man, but I just want to say, God got something planned for you, because I done passed this stop sign at least 4 times a week, and I always see you standing in your work vest getting ready to go to work." And she says, "People out here that have mobility and they have more, but won't try to get more for themselves. I respect you being a young African American man, putting your pride aside, being humble enough to say, hey, if I gotta take the bus, I'll take the bus to do what I need to do to better myself." I'm not saying a 9 to 5 is the only way you can better yourself, but being that age and being like I just said, a young African American man, it's other directions I could have went in my life, but I chose, hey, I'll punch this clock for now. What I'm saying, keep me out of trouble and just do the old blue collar way. So I don't know who she is, but that's something that motivated me, not because she seen me doing it, but it was somebody that did not know me from a can of paint, but took time day to, hey, I'm gonna give you a shout out because you may need that. Like they say, sometimes speaking to somebody and saying, hey, good morning, you never know how it can impact the person's day. So I really appreciate her for saying that to me, because that let me know I'm on the right path. It may not be the road less traveled, but I wouldn't change the route. You see what I'm saying? So
Yes,
that's all I
sir.
want to say, and give a shout out to whoever
Yes,
that woman
sir. Hey,
she is.
hey. I
Hell
mean,
yeah.
man, like they say, sometimes the coldest of messages might not come from people that we know.
That's true.
The point is, did you get the message? It ain't who it come from. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that that woman didn't know you makes it even more powerful because it tells you that you never know who's
Yep.
watching. But I can respect that 100%. I mean, to kind of close this segue away, I guess mine is a tad bit different because y'all remember the song 50 Cent had, Hustler's Ambition?
Yeah.
If you
Oh
listen
yeah.
closer to the beginning of that song, he said, I need you to hate me so I can use you for your energy.
Right.
All my life, from the time I was a kid, even to now where I'm a grown man, I've had doubt. I've had doubters. They call them haters nowadays, but back in the day, they were doubters. People, oh, you ain't gonna do this, or you ain't gonna do that, or you ain't gonna do this, or what about this, or you ain't gonna do that. And it's always like, it's never for me to throw it in somebody's face, ha ha, ha, I proved you wrong, but it's more of me getting an understanding of along this thing we call a journey, everybody ain't gonna see your vision. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I know one can attest to this. Cole said it best. Nobody see your vision. They walk around blindfolded. That's so true.
Oh
That is
yeah.
so true. That is so true. Because I can remember when I did music. I remember when I had doubters in that. You know? It took years for me to build up a rapport to the point where when people talk about me, they say, yo, you still rap? I'm like, damn, I went from being the dude that I don't, we ain't rocking with this dude to now I'm that dude. Hey man, you still rap, you do this, you do this, you do, you know what I'm saying? So it's always for me, what motivates me from my past is always what people always tried to tell me what I couldn't do. It's like that was the fuel I needed to make me understand what I had to do, if that makes sense. But
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, not to be long winded, but I always live with that fire in me. Like even with this podcast, it's like for me to put it in a vision and then to see where it's progressed to today. Not saying nobody thought I wasn't gonna do it, but it's like I could just recall like being that worker at Target and people saying, "Oh man, well, man, this is here. This what the end of the road." And I'm like, "End of the road? Wait a minute." I'm in my early 20s. Like, wait a minute, no, this ain't no end of the road for me. This is just a stomping mark until I get ready to get on down to bigger and better pasture. So I agree with y'all 100% on all that, man. You use motivation from family. You use motivation from strangers. Hell, you even use motivations from hate, but you
Right.
take it and you fuel it to make a positive out of it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we get motivated to do the wrong things, and sometimes we know how to turn what people, negative energy or negative situations, but we turn it into a positive. So yeah, man, I respect both of y'all answers on it. But I have a question for Vaughn.
Yeah.
Was she fine? Oh,
I
never mind, never
mean,
mind. Never mind.
shit. See, I hate when he does this because she was a beautiful black queen. I'm gonna say that.
Oh, you got a politically correct answer. I know the real
Yeah.
answer then. All right, yeah.
Oh
All right.
wow.
All right, yeah, yeah.
But
He
she was
answered.
older woman, she's sister married at the church. Baby, baby, baby.
Okay. She's an elderly. You should say elderly one. You say
I
older one.
say
I'm
about middle
thinking.
age, yeah.
Oh, I thought she still had some hot fire left up in her. You know what I'm saying? You
Nah,
know, I thought it was Earth, Wind, and Fire. You should have told me it was one of them, fans back in the day. But all right. I
only
just
juice you
wanted,
core, ladies and gentlemen. Only juice you core.
I'm just saying. Look. I'm just saying. Don't be like that, bro. But yeah, man. I like y'all answers, man. And one, I feel like I hate to say this. This is like damn near half the African American black male society. We
Hell
all
yeah.
draw motivation from our mothers. You know,
Right.
even though I'm gonna let the world know that one got one of the coolest fucking daddies I ever heard and saw in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
You know,
Right.
I'm gonna go and throw that out there. Shout out to Pops.
Shout
You
out,
just
Pop.
adopted the
Pop.
third son. Didn't even know it. But I'm just saying, man. I can respect both of the announcers, man, because I can tell that these are moments that y'all still can go back on, and it still touches that
Yeah,
spot you needed to reach in order for you to keep going. So, oh
definitely does that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Man, if we could slide into the next topic, because I feel it plays so well what we just spoke on, man. Uh Juice Shakur, once again, congratulations on coming up these fire ass topics. But you, just to make it short, man, purpose. Do you feel you close to it, and do you know what it is?
uh, I can start this off. Do I feel like closer? I'm moving closer to my purpose. Yes, because I'm trying more and more unconventional things, which I don't like consider them unconventional. For instance, this podcast, a gaming channel, things that no lie. I don't know about y'all parents, but you know, my mom would be like, "That shit ain't get you paid." You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
I mean, the fact that I'm not doing nothing that involves trying to go fill out another job application, I feel like that lets me know that I'm willing to invest in myself. Now, do I know clean cut what my purpose is? I'm gonna say partially. I don't know exactly the full extent of it, but I think what I'm moving towards is I think people gravitate to my personality. And Warren has said it over the years, Vaughn has said it over the years, and anybody that ever been close to me has said this same phrase over the years. My wisdom is beyond my years. That don't make me the smartest man in the world. That don't make me the wisest man in the world. It's just I just put myself in other people's position in order to formulate a mature, mature advice or mature answer. So I think that's a part of my purpose, being able to help maybe the youth in a way to where they don't have to make similar mistakes that we've seen over the course of our lifetime. So
Oh, that
aside from
motherfucker.
that, John.
I mean, I totally understand that. Like, I don't know though. Like it's a tough question to answer because like I don't actually know if I'm like close to my purpose. Like I don't know like I just don't know what all my purpose like entails. I mean, I kind of think I'm like coming close around to it, like up in the area of it, but like I just really just don't know like exactly what what my purpose is. Like so, I mean, try to like have a understanding of what it could possibly be or some crap just like that. But I just don't know 100%. Like what the hell is my actual purpose up on earth? And shit, like I'm kind of young, so shit, I think I still got enough time.
What?
You know, I'm kind of young.
Hey,
I got a
yeah,
little
I'm
time.
old, but you young. You just a year younger than me,
Hey,
nigga.
hey. I'm young. Ain't nobody talking about your old ass fam. Paw, goddamn it.
Hey, kid,
Fuck.
hey.
But
If this ain't a moment where I wish Jay Marley was here to get on your ass, nigga, let's
but
get out
look,
of here.
you ain't got your homie, which is I told you we kicked his ass up out the island. Goddamn it. It's over with.
But you young,
Rid of his ass. He's out the
young
fuck.
old ass.
But anyway, I have enough time. I don't just know about, you know, you, you, like
Hey
your
man,
time.
fuck you.
Your shit is
Hey, next. We don't hear no more of his fuckery.
uh,
Next.
but shit. I got no time, man.
Yeah,
You know.
absolutely. We bro. First off, we all relatively young. Yes, some of the panel mates shall remain names are in their 30s, but that's still relatively young. I'm not gonna shout this
This
power.
motherfucker.
Well, y'all, motherfucker, you is. I won't shout this podcast name out.
Really hurt your ass, nigga. All right, go ahead.
Not because of hatred or jealousy, it's just the fact that I want to, not taking the shine away from us, but a great show. One of the hosts, they in their 40s, what I'm saying? He came from a trial and tribulation area in his life, he a millionaire now, what I'm saying? I want to shout out the show, but if you know, you know. But to answer the question, yes and yes, because okay, just past week, Juice and the guys know because they was asking about the meeting in group chat, and I told them I was in a situation on the coast. People don't know what the coast is, Mississippi. That's you know what it is. But I was trying to get re-employed with a prior company, and the company, it's a job. It's like any other job, pros and some cons, but it's pretty decent money. And try to make a long story short, I wasn't eligible again, and I respect that, and my girl, she heard the news, she felt a little devastated because she knew how important that money was for some of the stuff that I wanted to do for us moving forward and not just, myself. But I told her it's going to be okay because in my heart of hearts, I don't think that's where I needed to be. That may be what I had wanted to be financial. That's not where I needed to be. You know what I'm saying? And it was weird to feel that way because I don't know if I'd have felt that way a year ago. But doing this, and the reason I said I found my purpose, because my cousin and the guys, it's like they always instilling, like, man, we can't do this without you, man. Yes, everybody got their own personality. They bring their own bag to the show, but man, you the backbone. And I really appreciate that a lot because when I do this, I don't feel like I'm working. I feel like I'm naturally being myself. And I found what I want to do. If it doesn't go to the success that we hope it will, and I hope it will reach that magnitude, I'm still okay because I tried at the end of the day. I found my purpose, and I'm going to put everything I have into it. And not to try to be long-winded. When I was listening to Brother Juan speak, it reminded me of someone that we follow on Instagram. I purposely follow this man on Instagram. I'm reading his book right now, and I can say his name, and Mr. Jason Wilson out of Detroit. Was like a life coach, martial arts sensei. He has a studio in Detroit where
Another sensei. Oh, go
yeah,
ahead.
hey, he the real deal. I like him, man. I advise
I
anybody.
thought you was gonna say Juan sounded like Jason Woodlock, but go ahead.
Nah, I ain't gonna do my man like that. No, not the great. Nah, we ain't gonna go
Boy,
that
I
far.
tell you about some of these motherfuckers these days.
But nah, man, Mr. Jason Wilson, man, he's like it's like a youth program for everybody, but it's predominantly for kids of our background, growing up single parent household, inner city, stuff like that. And it's the way he interacts with the kids, man. And I seen a clip with his son. His son was like, he was teaching like I don't know the proper term, but he was sparring with him. Not sparring with him, but let him hit his hands. I don't know the term for it.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And his son was breaking down crying. He's like, "What you crying for?" And he said, "Because I don't feel confidence in myself. I can't get it." He said, "Son, you never done this before. It's nothing to be ashamed about." And he said, "You know what I told you about Einstein?" He says, Einstein's on history and on record being one of the most smartest men ever, if not the most smartest. But he says, it's not that I'm smarter than everybody. I just stick with problems longer. That's it.
That's
And the
cool.
video, it clips to 3 years later. His son got the training down pat. So I want anybody to feel like they don't know their purpose or they know where they're going in life. Don't give up. You're not on anybody's time but yours. It's not a shot
Right.
on your back. I just want to leave everybody with that, and that's all I got to say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shit. I do think like every once in a while like whenever I do have a little problem or some crap like this, to where I'm trying to get a little help or like some direction or some shit like that, I kind of always like get it like up in a crazy way, or okay, it'll just be some crap happen to me to where I'm like, okay, I am doing what I'm supposed to do, but I still don't know the purpose though. Like
Right.
it's the main thing. So I don't know. I'm just up
I
on the right track. It's just, you know. Mm,
I got something to say. You know what? We don't know exactly what our purpose is because you will never be able to put the pieces of a puzzle together until the puzzle is what?
complete.
Exactly.
Right.
So until we get to on this thing called a journey, that's when we can look back and start putting these puzzles together and be like, oh, I remember
Exactly.
when I went through this. That got us through it. Put it this way. I can fill in some gaps in this regard, right, for right now. When we take this podcast, for example, when we first started this, we had a whole different lineup. It was still me and Vaughn. We had a third party that never made it to episode number 1.
Right.
Then think about it. Me and Vaughn, we in heavy rotation. We starting to get, views and we starting to get guests. Then I get an email from you.
Right.
Get an email from you. You the most consistent guest we had up until that point. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know that Fat wanted to do the show. Okay, then, Lord forbid, my grandma was getting sick and getting ready to cross over to the next life. I get a reach out from my cousin, Kiara. Here comes Marley. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's like everything was, think about it. You and Marley and Fat lined up around the same time. That wasn't no mistake.
Right.
This is where we're supposed to be right now.
Exactly.
See
True.
what I'm saying? It's like sometimes we try to look at the totality of
Right.
everything we're trying to do. We can't do that. We got to look at
Right.
what's in front of us for the moment, and then bounce back and say, okay, these current events right here is what's leading me up into right where I'm at today. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? That's why I always like when I heard my cousin say, okay, I may didn't get that job, but I feel confident to tell my girl, like, yo, we ain't gonna need this. I mean, lately, I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been riding, usually, anybody know me know, I got this thing where I like riding through good neighborhoods and looking at these houses and saying, man, you know what? I wouldn't mind living in something like that. Or man, that inspired me right there. Lately, I've been riding through it and I just been like, yo, I'm finna have one of these pretty soon.
Exactly. For real.
This ain't no dream no more. I'm finna make this shit a reality.
Manifestation, bro.
And I mean, it's deep, buried deep within. That's why when I heard him, and I can remember the conversation I had before this ever existed. Me and another one of my partners was talking. He's like, "Boy, you funny as hell, man. Man, you should make a podcast." And it made me revert all the way back to when I tried to do something similar to this before with Vaughn.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a trial run, but it was with one of my other homies. Shout out to him. I don't know where he at, but I hope he's safe. D Fresh.
Mm-hmm.
We did one video. And even within that one video, I saw the potential that lay within my cousin. That one video. This man had stats, facts. I mean, of course, some outrageous ass opinions. But I mean, I never. If you'd have told me this little dude that used to laugh when Steve Urkel popped up on the screen saying cheese and shit and grabbing his shirt will grow up to where I see him today and how prepared he is on these shows, I thought you was lying. You know, be like, man, this is a nigga got anger issues. This nigga ain't gonna be able to be on no goddamn show. But
Right.
he's grown into a man to the point where me and his big cousin, I have to sometimes not do it now, but I remember when he was little. And like when he started to grow up, and then it was like I was grown, and then one day I looked across from the nigga, we playing the game, and said, yo, this, you're still my little cousin, but he's not that little boy no more. He's a man, you know? So I have to respect him as such, you know? Now, if he get out of line, I'm gonna get on that ass still, but I have to respect him as such, you know? We've gotten older.
Hey, fam, and he still do have that anger problem. It's just only whenever you talk about Ray J one
Put some
that
motherfucking money on it.
issue that's happened. But yeah.
Hey, but that's okay. That's a part. Look, that's a part of little cousin, big cousin syndrome. Little cousin always wanna. You know how big cousin always is the protector, but big cousin always has been leader. So he feel like Raphael and Leonardo. He just want his that moment where he's like, look, I'm the leader. I'm the man.
Right.
I'm the man. He doing his Ric Flair promo when he yelling at me. He feeling like, yeah, I'm gonna stick my chest out. I'm the man. And you know, the other sitting back like Sting, like, you know, when I get your ass to the scorpion death line, you can figure pour that shit away. It's over.
Right.
Over. So once he, you know, like I said, you know, he gonna have his moments. I understand that. I know who I'm dealing with. Trust me. Nigga done told me he'd kill me one time when I was little. But you know, I mean, I'm just saying, like, and then hell, look at the totality of, like I told, I had an episode on him where I apologized to Pat because my first encounter with him wasn't the greatest. You know?
Yo.
I can remember Jay Marley as a little ass annoying kid. Not too much has changed since then.
Right.
You know?
I got you back, Jay.
Annoying ass older man. You know? Me and Juan. Let me tell you something about me and Juan, man. This is why I love this question. Not to get long with it, but this is just so true. I've known Juan since my senior year in high school. My senior year in high school. I've literally been out of school, 12, 13 years now?
Mm-hmm.
Like, literally. I met this man my senior year, and we still homies today. I done known friends that I done had since fucking middle school, elementary. And we don't rock like today, like me and Juan do.
Yeah.
At all. And me and Juan done had our moment. You know, thank God Juan don't use his strength because nigga probably kill him. But you know, thank God he's a lover and not an abuser. But you know,
giant.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's just it. That's a part of that brotherhood. That's a part of, like I said the other day to Vaughn, I said, it took me a brief little minute to say, wait a minute, I'm the glue. Vaughn is you know, he's Ernie Johnson of this. He's the organizer.
Right.
Juan and Casey is gonna bring, well, said his name, Fat, they're gonna bring that instant comedy, instant, you know, realness, you know, automatic from the show. Marley is gonna bring a sense of outrageous comedy, but also a sense of balance to the show.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought about that. I said, yo, I literally know my purpose within this group. Right. I'm the glue. I'm the only person that's been around all y'all.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we try to think of totality when we think of purpose, and we're not even focusing on the small aspect of it of right now.
Right. Yeah,
totality comes when the puzzle is complete. Don't try to complete a half-finished puzzle. Just let the pieces keep falling as they lay.
So,
yeah. Absolutely right. Man, you gotta have it in your head. You is on the right path, and everything else is gonna fall in place.
Right. You know how they say, don't put your hand on the stove or you get burned?
Right.
Sometimes within life, sometimes we put our hands on the stove, we get burned, and we know, all right, we can't do that no more.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how you determine if you're on your right path or not. You keep going out
Okay.
here getting burnt up, fucked up as results. And it make me, hey, I'm gonna need you to follow the yellow brick road and take your ass on down the other way.
Right. He's
You
on
know,
down,
cause
motherfucker.
Damn
you headed
right.
down Country Club Road. There's some motherfucking savages over there. You better get your ass over there on that yellow brick road and get your ass on.
Right.
You know, your ass gonna end up on Dab Street. Shout out to Dab Street, but you know,
Hey
this is
man.
God honest truth, man.
I say I love this. I love both the starting topics, but that was some good conversation right there. Some good talking right there, man.
Oh yeah.
I always love when we dive into topics like that. But if we could, I guess, turn to the stove up just a little bit. I don't know if Brother Juan want to jump to this next topic, but
it's expensive for him. Especially for him.
well, I'll make sure I
Especially
speak
for him.
good and clearly. Does the Olympics prove, gentlemen, that KD is not the best player in the world?
Fuck no, it don't.
Hell yeah.
No.
Hell yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you
Yes.
why. Competition to these other teams is better, if you ask me. And can we actually say the lineup right now compared to any other lineup is like the top three?
Pause. You talking about of our previous lineups?
Yeah, of our
No.
previous.
I agree. I agree with you. I agree with you on that. I agree with you
Okay.
on that. But I'm finna hold on. I'm gonna let you finish because I'm gonna go in. Go ahead.
Okay, but yeah. So I the and I just don't get why it's just always like people criticizing KD for no like can't like this
Oh my God.
this panel just constantly try to find something to just talk about KD when he ain't doing anything wrong. KD, if you ever is hearing this, man, keep doing your thing, man. I'm proud of you, fam. Good job. Brooklyn forever, Brooklyn always. We got this. We got
Yeah,
this.
he ain't even gonna be in Brooklyn forever.
So,
Then we're gonna see if you really a KD fan.
but
Hell
for
no.
right now, since he's with my team, KD, he got
Listen.
this. But look, honestly, bro, I think the teams we playing against have got better, and
Yeah.
once again, the damn team we actually have is just like it ain't no like great dream team type shit or anything up in that nature at all. So
No, it's not.
Okay. Okay. Now, is it my turn?
It's your
yeah,
turn.
Here it is. Let me tell you why I disagree with what you just said. I'm finna actually piggyback off what a panel mate on here right now. I always try to throw in my face when I say Kawhi Leonard is one of the best players in the league, if not the best player in the league. Let me tell you what my panel mate always say. We hold old Goat James to a certain standard, but we don't hold this man to a certain standard, right?
right.
Yeah.
Right? Ain't that what you
Yeah.
say?
Something of that nature. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so here it is. If LeBron can get Jordan Clarkson and the band to an NBA Finals, and the NBA supposedly has all the best talent in the world, you telling me KD alongside a few other big time stars can't win an Olympic game?
I mean, yes,
Let that
they
resonate.
can, bro. It's proven
No,
that they
they
done
can, but are they?
won some before. It ain't
Some before.
as
Okay, see,
if they
this
can't
is what.
win at all.
Hold on. All right. This is where I agree with you. You're right. Compared to teams of the past, this ain't it. This ain't it. I agree with you. But still, I think we did a question on either on the meeting or on the show. We said, who's the best player in the league right now? And everybody seems to think KD was it. And what was the one thing I said that made him not the best player? His impact is only on the offensive end. Bro is not an elite defender. He can defend, but he is not an elite defender. So therefore, you telling me your best player, all he can give you is offense, but he can't give you hardly shit on the defensive end. That's not gonna work, G. I guarantee you, if you give me a younger LeBron James, preferably from the Miami years, and put him on this team with the Damian Lillard right now, they running roughshod through that goddamn Olympics because his impact on the floor is deeper than just offense. I'm tired of us glossing over the fact, hey, such and such the best player. And then when I ask why, oh man, you see how that man he score on anybody, man. He unstoppable. Yeah, he unstoppable on the offensive end. Does he impact the defensive end? No. It took me yesterday to go look up something for me to realize. We gloating about Giannis being this one of the best players ever, right?
Okay.
So we're just gonna gloss over the fact that Kawhi Leonard is a two-time champion, two-time Finals MVP, and a two-time Defensive Player of the Year. He just ain't got an MVP. I'm pretty sure he okay with that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sure, I feel you.
I'm not discrediting KD, but all I'm saying is this: if you telling me this is who our best player in the league is, then I'm gonna need him to step up and act like it. Because I ain't gonna lie, when if LeBron can take them sorry ass Cleveland teams to the finals, I guarantee you, put him a few years younger in this type of scenario. Hell, put him fully healthy now in this type of scenario with a Damian Lillard and a Jason Tatum. Good night, folks. That's all she wrote. That's all she wrote.
Well, it's hard to dispute a lot what Juice is saying, but to answer the question in general, I don't, because he probably just had his most complete game since the Olympics started against the Czech Republic, where he just dominated both ends. I think that 2-1, they lost the opening game to France. They just beat Czech Republic and Iran. But it's just like Juan said too, piggybacking, I said other countries have caught up. Like, for instance, France is 3-0. Australia 3-0. Slovenia, led by Luka Doncic, is 3-0.
Fuck that dude. Oh, no.
Hey, boy, hey.
Big 120. Shout out to Luka Doncic. Big 120.
Yeah. I just think other countries have caught up. Yes, this is definitely not our A team. It's some all-stars, MVP here, but, it's no LeBron. It's no Kobe. It's no D-Wade. No Dwight Howard. It's just being honest. You compare this team to that 08 team, Lord have mercy, it's finna be a bloodbath. But I don't think it doesn't make him not the best player. I think it's just other countries are caught up. I still think they got a good chance to win it. Out of all the teams I just named, I still would pick them to get the goal. I just don't think those days of beating people by 40, 50, 38 are going to be realistic.
I do. If they get top tier talent there.
Well, see, that's just what I'm about to say. You say get top tier talent. Do guys moving forward, because we coming under a new regime. LeBron is not too far out the window. D-Wade left. Carmelo's not too far out the window. The late, great Kobe Bryant is no longer with us. Dwight Howard is not the same Dwight Howard. I say those names because those are players that I personally grew up from a child watching to now almost being 30 myself. It's going to be the next generation. And with the way the country is and the way, everything that's going on in the country, what I'm saying? Some people, they legitimately feel like, hey, why would I go play for this country? Woo, everything going on in this country. Right, and you got some motherfuckers, they just going to do it right away. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that player ain't going, I'm not going. So I don't think they can't get top tier talent, but, can we see the top guys, feeling like, well, what I'm saying? I said this in the interview, how does it look if I do that? Like, take Kyrie Irving, for example. He is pro, you know, say what you will about his own court, and you don't like this, like that. But what the brother does off the court, I gotta give him a shout out, and I gotta give him his just dues. He seems like a very good guy,
Right.
very much
Right.
a philanthropist and a humanitarian. So with him being so conscious of everything that's going on in the world, do I want to give my time to this? You know what I'm saying? I'm just using him as an example. So that's why,
Right.
that's a good question to ask.
When you put it to me in that regard, and I see what you're saying, and it also made me spring up this thought in my head when you just said it. Technically, the best player statistically right now in the league wouldn't be able to play in the U.S. on the U.S. team. He's from Greece.
Yeah, see, yeah.
Technically, the best big man in the league wouldn't be able to play with us. He's not from America. Joel Embiid.
Yep.
Nor the second best center in the league. He's not from America.
Yep.
So this is gonna sound funny to y'all. You know who we really would have to depend on? Outside of Steph Curry and Klay Thompson?
Oh.
An old retro OKC team.
Yeah.
Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant.
Yeah. And who knows? He may not in 4 years compete in the next Olympics. I mean, he's what, 31?
No, KD 32. He's a year older than me.
That man gonna be 37, 36. He ain't gonna want to go back over there and do that shit.
Right.
Cause he like me. I'm trying to. No, go ahead, Juice.
No, go ahead. No. I was gonna say I wondered if that nigga still gonna have that fucked up hat. But go ahead. 37.
Wowzers.
He need to cut that shit out.
My bad one.
You need to get it out. He need to get in contact with whoever LeBron people is. He need to cut that shit out.
Bro, no. They both need to quit their contact with whoever they got right now, and they need to go ahead and shave that Mr. Potato Head looking bullshit on top of their head.
Nah.
Yes, your boy look like Mr. Egghead, but he need to go and bring it home. I'm just gonna keep it real, G. Like, if you think about it, that's who we would have to depend on. The old OKC team, Golden State, and then literally I don't know who for a big man. Hell, I mean,
Anthony Davis.
You can get big. Who?
I say his name, but that's more basketball and that's more minutes on his body. I said Anthony Davis.
They have to go get Rubber Band Davis over there, I guess.
Yeah, so disrespectful.
Oh my God.
My boy got something proved.
No, I got a question. I got a question for both of y'all.
What's up?
Is Draymond Green on this Olympic team?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he on. Don't start.
Oh, we definitely getting a bronze medal. Oh, it's over.
Don't start.
It's over. How is this man a defensive player of the year? We don't even know for sure if he on the team.
He on the team, man. Don't start.
What? Come on, G. Come on, G. Man, hold on. We're going to move on from this Olympic question because I just got a quick question. This is breaking news right now. We need to just go on and talk about this now. Get it out the way so I can hear y'all argue because I'm tired of y'all shit.
Okay.
A guy that's near and dear to my heart remind me of Allen Iverson.
Okay.
Playing back in the day. Shout out to AI. Best little man to ever do it. Isaiah got the rings, but you got the culture.
Okay.
All right. Brody Westbrook has joined the LA Lakers. Now that's the breaking news. Well, hold on, I got another breaking news, and this is especially for Vaughn.
Mm-hmm.
You ready for this?
I'm ready.
I hear through the grapevine that y'all trying to get on y'all bench Carmelo Anthony, and hold on, you ready for this next name?
I know it. Go and shoot it.
Rudy motherfucking Gay, nigga. Bad time. What you got to say on that, bro? Let me hear this. Let me hear this. You've been hating since 2K11, nigga. Put some respect. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm saying my Westbrook speech later. Well, I mean after this. the Carmelo thing, I'm not mad at it. I definitely think they need consistent scoring off the bench consistently. They need shooting. They need.
Hold on. I gotta cut you out to say this. Did y'all read that ridiculous ass shit that Marley put in the group chat?
Okay. It wasn't totally ridiculous because if you're thinking about it, yes, because I agree. Because before he even replied, because I was at work and I looked, I was like, that's what came to my mind. Because that nigga finna get ready to go to the cleaners. Lala finna take that ass to the cleaners. And you know how the judicial system work when it comes to marriages and what side they face, especially if they can prove infidelity. I'm like, yeah, that nigga may want to chase that bag. Just one last good bag.
Listen. The man has a podcast. Shout out to his podcast. And the man has innocent.
I feel you.
It's good. Listen, as many maxed out contracts he got, bro, it's good. Nigga. Go get your ring, nigga. And he did hold up. My Nick Dog voice. Juan, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
When Dwight Howard won his ring last year, do we give him credit for that?
Hell yeah.
I don't remember, honestly. Oh my God. I asked Vaughn, because you so stuck on Brooklyn. All right, nigga. Vaughn, you give Dwight Howard credit for his ring.
Absolutely. Regardless of what the great Shadizel had to say, he was a big essential part, especially with how AD plays and his mindset of playing center. Dwight Howard was a very key. He played great.
Okay.
For he Lakers need.
Hold on. Do you give Rondo his credit for his ring?
Yeah.
So let me go. Hold up. For Jay Marley listening to this with that ridiculous ass laugh, he got all that bullshit. Why he say, well, if Melo win the ring, he won't get no credit for it? What? If you ask me, my honest opinion, Melo don't need to come off your bench on this team. If AD move to the 5, who you gonna have playing power forward?
See, now this is the thing. Usually, they would probably have LeBron in that situation, but we don't know because that close lineup either be Caruso at the guard, KCP.
Oh my, you and this they're not shit.
I'm just stating that, but I hear what you're saying. Now, I'm not saying the fourth quarter he should not be on the floor, but I think with LeBron aging, he can fill that gap, taking over. I'm not saying he's Melo old, but he still can go out there and get you good at least 15 and 17. And on a good night, 25, he really cooking. But piggyback out what you were saying about Jay Marley, I understood what Jay Marley was saying as far as financially, but I definitely disagree when he's saying he won't get credit. Melo would definitely get credit. For what that team needs, he would definitely get credit. But I think Melo should come off the bench. That's just my 2 cents. I wouldn't be mad against Rudy Gay. It's just like I said, I think they need more consistent D and 3. Because over the last, LeBron been in LA for what, 3 years?
What you mean? Nigga, have you played 2K20?
We talking about real life, nigga.
Rudy Gay is a shit. I don't know.
I said D and 3. Hence the word D.
He can hit some threes. He played D. Better than LeBron.
Nah, man. Hey, man, don't. See. You say shit like that.
Don't do that. Don't go over here and act like this 2020.
Rudy Gay got no defense.
Rudy Gay got defense.
Who?
Rudy Gay got defense.
Better than LeBron nowadays.
Shit.
Oh my. When the last time LeBron had a highlight on defense?
Hell, what you mean? He had plenty last year in the playoffs. Hell, you can't point to this year because he missed most of this year.
Oh my God.
That man, I tell you all the time, can't and won't are 2 different things. They're 2 different things.
He won't do it. Can't do it.
Okay,
can't coach him.
All right. Okay, all right.
Coach him.
Okay. But back to my point, LeBron been in the league, LA for 3 years, right? This is gonna be his 4th year.
Mm-hmm.
4th year, and for LeBron James team, championship or not, it's very unprecedented for him not to have decent outside shooting. This LA team for the last years, that's been definitely one of their Achilles heels is outside shooting. Like since he came to LA, like this has not been a great shooting teams for him. So it's like I don't know if that trend is gonna continue, but to go to the Westbrook part, people say, oh, he's a bad fit. He this, he that. I think if I'm LeBron and them, I don't listen to that shit because what they need him to do is exactly what he needs to do. They need him being aggressive. They need him attacking. They need him crashing boards. They need him getting to the foul line 10 to 12 times. A team that don't get there enough. If you ain't hitting threes, you need to be aggressive. And his personality is going to rub off AD.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
This is why I agree with everything you said, but this is why I disagree with everybody else. Well, Westbrook ain't gonna fit. He can't shoot threes. Dwayne Wade couldn't either.
Good.
And they all they did, you seen that Miami Heat team, all they did was attack.
That's how they need to play.
And yeah, they had Ray Allen the second to go round, but the first go round, they had Mike Miller and Shane Battier, but them was only really the three-point shooters. Chris Bosh hit you occasional threes, and Mario Chalmers. That's it, right?
Yeah.
So this is why I say Melo need to come and start instead of coming out the bench, because I watched him in Portland. Portland is like this. The damage is already done. Melo, just come in and do your thing. No. If you put Carmelo at power forward, which he rightfully should have played probably the majority of his career, because Kobe even tell you he's strong as a motherfucking ox down low.
Yeah.
Put him, because you want LeBron to be fresh. You want LeBron to still be able to do LeBron. If you put, and Carmelo has proven he can be a catch and shoot player because he did it in Portland. If you put him at power forward, you put LeBron at small forward, relieve him there, put AD at center, put Westbrook at point guard, you go out here and you can trade Andre Drummond, you can trade Dennis Schroeder, you can trade Marc Gasol, Taylor Horton Tucker got some trade value. You can get rid of all these players and create some shooting perimeter play for shooters around you. That's no big biggie. The thing of it is you only need two good shooters really out there with you. Melo is one of them. I don't know why people say, "Oh man, Melo." Melo will listen. Melo can shoot you out of the game when he was the man, and they were demanding him to put up 30 shots. Nowadays, you only ask him to take maybe 5 threes a game.
Yeah,
He good for that. He can get you 3 of them or 2. AD can get you at least 2.
I think they got Ben McLemore. He's pretty good outside shooter.
He actually came up. Right. See what I'm saying? Now you at Westbrook mercy because now he either gonna tear your ass apart through the mid-range game or he gonna kill you going to the rack. And if he ain't gonna do it, then Bron gonna do it. And if you coming off a pick and roll with Melo and Westbrook, good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Especially Westbrook and AD, good luck.
Yeah.
Because Westbrook's so dynamic, he damn near can break down any defense because he always attacking. So if he always attacking, guess who that's leading open? All the 4 other players on the floor. So you just really need one terrific shooter at shooting guard, and then the rest is history.
Yeah. Like I said, I think in the 4th, LeBron probably had the ball in his hand. I think he'll be the point, but I want Westbrook, like you just said, he needs to be attack mode, and I'll let Juan go if he wants to speak, if he chooses to speak on this. I know it's not Brooklyn, but AD, the knock, and we said on the show before, there's really no holes in his game. I mean, he excellent on both ends. It's all about mentality and attitude. He playing with 2 alphas. So, you know what I'm saying? He can watch them eat and starve, or he can get in that motherfucking cage and get with it too. So, we'll see.
Yeah, shit. I personally have it in my head that it is a good trade. Like Russell is going to like get you a lot of assists. You know, like shit, a couple of steals right now. Now he probably ain't gonna get like all of them rebounds and shit like that. But I mean, he is going to be good attacking the rim, having his mid-range shots and stuff like that. I always get confused though, cause like I remember a year where he was pretty good shooting threes. How the fuck he can't shoot
You too.
anymore? Like shit, I'm confused with that part. But yeah, shit, I think it's a good kind of thing. And shit, man, if y'all just going to fuck around and get Carmelo, like actually him too, like shit, I personally think it's definitely gonna be us, you know, up in the finals, next year. You know what I mean? Shit, if it's like that. And plus, I don't, and I'm happy Jay Molly ignorant ass is not here. We had to go and vote him off, but he had the crazy text talking about he can't shoot threes or whatever, bro. He had his best 3-point shooting last year. Like, bro, he shot awesome from the 3-point line. Like, okay, that was his purpose with the Trailblazers was to like chill over there up on the corner.
Yep, kick and
Like,
shoot. Yep.
yeah, like shoot the motherfucker. So I mean, I just think it'll be great
I'm gonna be honest.
for y'all anyway.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say this. This is why I say go get Rudy Gay. Rudy Gay can run your bench crew. Just
Right.
go get some decent players around Rudy. Not discrediting what one say because Brooklyn gonna be there. I know that. Bar injuries, non-injuries, they there. Okay, let me say this. I want you to picture this lineup. Westbrook, whoever y'all get at shooting guard, not no fucking Nico Bellic. Westbrook, whoever y'all get at shooting guard, Bron, Melo, and AD. Let me tell you what two things I noticed about that lineup. Number one, Westbrook is literally him by himself is literally game management. What they call it when they sit out games?
Load management.
Load management. Westbrook is literally load management for AD and LeBron. And really Carmelo too. He is literally that by himself. His presence alone. Because you know, day in and day out, he gonna play. You know he gonna give you 1,000% effort. You know he used to the West Coast because that's where he started his career at. And him being with Bron and AD is like him being with the equivalent of Kevin Durant. Look at what him and Kevin Durant was able to do season in, season out, winning all them goddamn games when he was with that team.
Right.
Now you got a LeBron, a more seasoned LeBron James, a better shooting LeBron James, and now you got somebody, if he put it in his head, he'd be the best player in the league in Anthony Davis. Oh,
right.
yeah, and I forgot. You got somebody that if he turned the hand, which he's done it before, you literally got a squad that literally everybody damn near on that floor has been the man at one point in time for their team. That's scary. To me, that's Brooklyn-esque like. Let me tell you why. Because if you put Blake Griffin out there with the big three of Brooklyn, with Jeff Green, besides Jeff Green, you got 4 players on that floor that can turn the clock, turn back the hands of time with that clock at any given moment, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Imagine the game where Westbrook really ain't got it going, Bron really ain't got it going, and AD doing okay, but then Melo on fire.
Right.
We literally just seen that happen with Brooklyn. We seen a game where Blake Griffin was the man.
Right.
That's the scary thing about Melo not being on your bench, but actually starting. Because you actually letting him go down there and bang instead of opposed to Portland where he had to sit out there and shoot, but he showed you he could do it, like Warren said. So now you let him go out there, come off the pitch, and really get his shots. Who better to play with if you're trying to, really get your game off than LeBron James? That's scary. That's scary to me. Because Bron and Melo IQ gonna go out. Think about this. KD, Kyrie, and Harden got playing time together a little bit in the Olympics, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
But Melo, Bron, and AD got just as much as Olympic experience as them three, right?
Absolutely.
Right.
You basically putting the 2012 Olympic team, just splitting them up and saying, go practice.
Right. Now,
That's
I
scary,
don't,
G.
I
That's
don't,
scary, G.
I just don't know about having Melo to start. You know what I
I'm a
mean? I just
starter.
don't know about him
I
just
do.
being a starter. I
Can
think
I
it
can I
would be
can I tell y'all
more
why?
helpful. Hold on, I'm a like. I think it would help so much more if he was on a bench and if like the man was just cooling from time to time. Cause like point blank, you want him up at his best for playoffs. Like it's a
Mm-hmm.
long road towards the playoffs, right? So all this playing all these minutes and all this shit every game and all like it just ain't no purpose. That's why I have him up off the bench. He can just go on and get a little time here and there, shit like that. But for the playoffs, then yeah, sure, have him trying to start and shit like that, sure. But I just don't see any purpose right now, going through all them damn games, him playing and trying to do all that. Honest.
Right, right. I agree.
It's an
I
82
agree.
game season. Then this off season was longer than the last off season, but it's not the traditional off season because I mean they played what to July, right? This finals,
Right.
the finals usually end in June, so they got the whole July, August, September. Then not a little bit of October, but it's still short in the off season. So that's what Juan just said. I think longer down the road and bigger picture, it's about preserving these guys, especially how the Lakers season was last year. I expect these guys to be sitting some games out.
Yeah.
Just being honest. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I like the pickups. They get Melo. I like that. If they get Rudy Gay as well, I'm okay with that. But you gotta see. You gotta see. But all around good conversation, good
Who
topics.
would you want your team to just try to pick up?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
With the fifth possible.
shit. Me? Ah, I would like. I know it's not a flashy name, but for what I feel they need, like I said, either a good D and 3, legitimately, or just good shooting. I would like Buddy Hield just for good shooting. If D and 3, I don't know his age. I think he played for Hawks. Trevor Ariza.
Uh-huh.
I think he's still solid defender at his age and what they need him to do. They don't need him to do too much. I think he'll be a damn good solid pickup. And I hate we let him go. Another player like KCP, though, a lot of people, like to raise their eyebrows or turn up their lip when I say that name, but it's proven in numbers. Out of Danny Green, Kyle Kuzma, he was actually a more consistent player for the Lakers in
Right.
that role of defensive and 3. Like he was a
Right.
very good player. So just somebody that magnitude, man. Somebody take those perimeter assignments on every night and at least give us 3 or 4 3 points a night. 3 pointers a
Right.
night. Like damn. Like shit. So
Feel you.
nobody just can come to mind, but I know Buddy Hill be a nice pickup for what I feel they need. But Trevor Ariza, I would like him as well. I like him as well.
Okay, okay.
But another good question to pose this, man, because a lot of people, and we can move on. A lot of people were surprised that they didn't go for Chris Paul. They didn't get him. I wouldn't be surprised if Chris Paul still ends up in LA, just not in a Lakers uniform.
Can I say something?
What's up?
Here it is. In my opinion, this is why I say Melo can start. He ain't gotta play excruciating minutes starting. It's just a smart way you go about it. Um, and first off, we don't have these over the top skillful power forwards in the league no more. Nobody's gonna bang Melo. Melo is not gonna be, that's why I'm like with Anthony Davis, like, yo, low key, bro, you in the best time ever to play center. You ain't really gotta bang no big bodies. Maybe occasionally, but not every night. Same thing with power forward. Who in the power forward position is gonna give Melo fits besides Giannis?
That's a good point. No, it's not really traditionally not really nobody that plays that type of style in the back courts no more. I mean the front courts.
I mean, literally, yeah, we say, well, he old. I mean, we weren't saying that when Shane Battier was starting for the Heat. I could see his thoughts before it came out his goddamn brain. And he was still
Don't.
what?
Don't.
I'm just saying.
Don't.
I'm just saying. Man.
We have to
Man,
see.
listen.
They gotta get them first. They gotta get them. They may get them because
Right.
it's like it's going that way. But I
I
hear
mean,
what you're
I'm
saying.
just saying. It's a different day, a different age. Yo, and to my apartment company, I think my damn washer, no, I'm sorry, my dryer is possessed. If y'all ever put clothes in the dryer and you just hear this motherfucker sound like it's kicking through the wall?
No.
Damn, nigga.
Yeah. I just literally had to stop. I was listening. I said, do. The fuck? Yeah, I'm surprised y'all didn't hear that, but
You got a poltergeist in that motherfucker, don't you?
I don't know what the fuck. You ever watch that movie Christine when the cars was killing people? Man, that shit was going, man. Hey, you better get that shit together. I'm gonna be moving out. Anyway,
Man, if I can move it along, fellas, man, I'm very eager. I'm scared but eager. This next topic. Cancel culture. Growing epidemic? Question mark.
Oh shit.
And I know where Juice is gonna pinpoint this topic, but just all together, cancel culture, with everything going on. I will let Juice go first because, like I said, I'm eager and I'm so scared. So, Juice, you have the floor.
All right. All right. Let me put. Okay. Hold on. Let me think about how I'm gonna say this. Hold on. It's finally upon us. How I'm gonna say this. All right. I'm gonna start out by asking y'all some questions, and y'all give me y'all honest opinion
Okay.
and answers. All right.
Yeah.
Juan and Vaughn. Vaughn and Juan. However you want to look at it. Let me ask you a question. Does cancel culture really bring a positive light to the culture?
No, I don't think so.
More like an angry mob, like in a Frankenstein movie or something.
Okay. Glad you said that. More like an angry mob. Okay. Got another question for you, gentlemen. When we were growing up in high school, did we have a cancel culture?
Not really, no.
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 So pretty much what was out there, right?
Right.
Good or bad.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is what I'm alluding to and what I'm getting at. If you no, let me ask you one more question because I ain't gonna do it like that. I'm gonna ask you one more question. In y'all own opinion, who runs the cancel culture? Is it Asian men? Is it Asian women? Is it white men? Is it white women? Is it black men? Is it black women? Is it a collective of all races? Or is it a certain other regime? If you get my drift.
It depends on who was the culture that deemed
Vaughn, I
offended
know
by
you
it.
since you've been a little boy. You stuttering. Tell the truth.
I am, bro. Like it depends on the culture that was offended by it. If all right, us all being black, if we were offended by something as a culture,
Mm-hmm.
we would voice outrage about it, right?
Right, but we wouldn't be just because we all black. That don't mean that we standing for Black Lives Matter.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like I said, it deems on who's offended because you can. I'm gonna get okay to rebuttal your question. You could say, God, the civil rights movement against the Jim Crow movement was cancel culture.
No.
No, you don't think?
Because let me tell you, let me tell you the difference. Because the civil rights, listen to what the words are: civil rights, meaning they just want their rightful place at the table, right?
Okay, right.
Not necessarily you did something wrong, we don't fuck with you no more. It didn't matter if black people didn't fuck with white people no more because white people was the ones in control of a lot of shit. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right.
Whereas to now, if a certain individual or individuals make statements or do certain actions that may offend a certain party, they'll take it amongst themselves to tell everybody else, well, we're offended by this, so why you guys supporting this? You see the difference?
Okay.
Black people was offended by wrong shit from back in the day, and they weren't trying to convince white people why you supporting white people. They were telling other black people we shouldn't stand for this bullshit. Big difference. Big difference.
Okay.
So hell no, you will not get a pass for that. Do not a pass go.
Okay.
Basically, what I'm getting at is this: you got the Black Lives Matter movement, you got other movements as well, right?
Yeah.
Right.
There always seems to be this one collective of people, these alphabets, that seem to get offended when somebody do something they don't like, and then they try to control the narrative in the minds of other people.
Okay.
Instead of them worrying about their own, they want to, and see, that's the thing I'm finna say about this. For them, in my opinion, gay people are the cancel culture. But let me explain to you why I'm finna say what I'm finna say. I have no problem with, if you choose to be gay, whatever. I don't even care. It's not my preference, but I'm not gonna disrespect you because that's what you choose, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But by me being a man and saying, yo, that's not my preference, but I still respect you as an individual and what you choose. It's some people that don't agree with what I'm about to say, but we don't say nothing about how the media and how certain individuals like to force their agenda on TV in real life. They force that upon us, and we have no choice but to deal with it, right? Because if we say something about it, then we showing hate, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why we ain't canceling that? Why we ain't saying, yo, wait a minute. I respect you and what you got going on, but that's not me. So hey, respect my space, I respect yours. It ain't no respect given on one end. On one end, it's called, oh, you hate me. But on the other end, it's called, oh, we should cancel this because this is wrong. So how come one side of it, spectrum of it ain't wrong? If you, this is my thing. You can't just turn on your TV and just see porn, can you?
Nope.
You gotta order it, or you gotta watch it on some kind of private platform, right?
Yeah, but
But yet and still, you can go watch Lil Nas X video on a music platform, can't you?
yep.
Unless, but
It ain't
I gotta see why I gotta stop you
it
because
ain't parental, huh?
I gotta stop you because you gotta either have it on that channel to watch it or go to it online to watch it.
Hold on. You're absolutely right, but hold on. Which one is more probable of being seen? A music video can come on any station. Porn can come on Cartoon Network. Hello?
Yeah, I'm just thinking like, but in the day, man, no one's making nobody watch it.
Hold on.
I haven't seen the video. I'm not gonna watch it.
Let me say this. You don't have to watch it, but hold on. See, you're speaking in an adult term. Well, you don't have to watch it. You're right. You're absolutely right. But this is my only problem with it. How can you ban one thing and say this is abomination? This is wrong. Adult form of entertainment.
Okay.
But then
Okay.
you put this in front of our kids, and you can tell the kids, oh, well, they ain't gotta watch it. They don't want to watch it. But kids ain't gonna have that type of mentality. They just gonna whatever put in front of them, they just gonna either adapt to it, adjust to it, or not. You know what I'm saying? And what
Yeah.
about the ones that don't know if it's right or wrong? They just watching it just to watch it. They don't know
Well,
no better. That's where the responsibility of their side got to come in. At. You know what I'm saying?
But I hear
I'm just
you. You're
saying.
not
It's
wrong, fam. You're not wrong as far as the kids aspect, because I think we said on the show before, these kids are as more advanced in technology than their parents ever could be, especially in this day and age. But
exactly.
same thing you saying, well, the other side, who should be responsible. That same side can point to, okay, well, if I'm doing is deemed irresponsible, okay, what about some of our other heterosexual counterparts that put number 10 in their videos? And I'm saying kids seeing that.
I agree.
They
Hold
put
on.
guns in
Hold
their
on.
videos. I'm
Hold on.
saying
Hold on.
kids seeing
I
that.
agree. I agree. Hold on. You know what I got to say to that? You know
Yeah.
what I got to say to that? Back in the day, I'm so glad you mentioned this. Back in the day, every one of us on here has been a victim of watching BET Uncut. But when did BET Uncut come on?
2 o'clock, damn it,
in late
past 12 o'clock at night.
Late at night when our asses should have been asleep, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So they put the responsibility of, look, we'll show this, but we're gonna show this at a later time when kids are literally, that should be on the parents to have their kids in bed, right? Right?
That's true.
Tell me if you got the MTV or whatever platform is on MTV that a Lil Nas X video is only gonna be shown at nighttime. Stop me when I'm wrong.
Shit,
You
you
can
say
see
you
that motherfucker in broad day.
right.
hey, man. It's a slippery slope, man. It on both sides, man. It's a
Yes. So
responsibility.
literally, this shit nasty, bro. Hell
Huh?
no. That shit nasty, bro.
I,
That shit.
hey, it ain't something I'm too fanned of myself. I ain't nothing. I'm just gonna be racing to my computer to see. But you make it what you
Okay,
will,
hold on.
man.
Can I say something else?
Yeah,
Like I said, I respect them. I got a sister involved in that lifestyle. I think hey, that's her choice. But this is my thing. When Janet Jackson was in the Super Bowl and she had her wardrobe malfunction, it was just, oh my God, right?
yeah.
Lil Nas X just performed and kissed men on stage, live in front of people. And as a heterosexual black man, I'm supposed to just accept it. I can't even watch an award show.
Nobody,
I
you gotta
mean, look,
accept it. But I tell you what, if you speak your mind too harshly, they come. They
I mean,
coming.
so. Like I said, who is really the cancel culture? Is it really a real diverse culture, or is it just one specific group? That's the question I presented.
I mean, cancel culture to me is just people that's just angry. I don't think it's just a certain kind of people. I don't think it's the alphabets. I don't think it's just all whites. I don't think it's just all blacks or all Asian or this or that. It's just people that is pissed off and is able to try to rally other people to be pissed off about the same shit. One thing I can say as well, out of all the council cultures and as well as everybody getting canceled, who have you actually known that has just been canceled and just haven't like did anything else after that? You know what I mean?
Can I be
Like,
honest?
like that kind of shit is it's just ignorance.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
To answer your question, not to cut you off, Bill Cosby is canceled.
Keisha
He
Cole is
canceled.
canceled. Carrie Hilson is canceled.
Who?
Canceled.
I
Keisha
said
Cole,
Keisha
Carrie
Cole,
Hilson.
Carrie Hilson. And it wasn't even by offending nobody. It just offended a certain fan base because they said something about Beyonce.
I'm gonna say a name that not a lot of people even really notice. Dame Dash is canceled.
Yeah.
Man, that
And
motherfucker
I'm
been
speaking
canceled.
on black entrepreneurship.
Yeah. Like a lot of people don't even want to do business with them, a lot of regular executives, because They don't want
They
to say in
scared
a
of what
certain
Jay
party
Z.
because that party got so much
Exactly.
power.
Exactly. So it exists. It exists.
All right, Bill Cosby, understandable. He shouldn't carry. I ain't heard anything about that shit.
Hold on. Bill Cosby, understandable.
Yeah.
Come on.
So hold on. No. I'm not saying nothing wrong with it. I'm saying so. In that same regard, Bill Cosby, he canceled, right?
Right.
Is Harvey Weinstein canceled?
Nigga in
Have
jail.
you heard anything about Weinstein? Hell no. Yeah, that nigga canceled. He
This
been
is
canceled.
this is why I'm asking. This is why I'm asking. Woody Allen ain't canceled.
Shit, I
They
know
tried to
he did.
cancel Michael Jackson. Elvis Presley wasn't canceled.
Bro, we ain't talking. First of all, we ain't talking about back then. We talking about now when the cancel culture is
Well, but
prevalent.
that's what I'm saying. See, that's what I'm saying, young buck. Stop trying to gloss over the old shit because because that's before my time. Oh, it don't matter. They did. No, it matters. Let me tell you why I just said Michael Jackson and Elvis Presley. If we go through our whole life believing what our school systems teach us as far as our history, we ain't gonna never have no history. Because
Right?
niggas like us gonna get old, and then we gonna be doing that same shit you just said. Oh man, it don't matter. Oh man, I ain't talking about this. No, nigga, you need to talk about that. That's your history. That's your history.
I mean,
That right there.
if we were talking about history, we were talking about history. That's not what the fuck we're talking about. We're talking about
Let me
cancel culture.
explain you. Let me explain you what I mean by it. If it wasn't for folks like Michael Jackson, we wouldn't even be on MTV. We wouldn't even have music videos out like that.
All right.
You understand? I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. I get what you're saying. Stay with the current events. But I'm just giving you clean cut examples of the past. How we can make a documentary about him. He's dead, and we can bring up old accusations, and we can depict him as this monster. But nobody better not whisper a peep about how Elvis Presley married an underage girl. But R. Kelly is a monster. He's guilty. Michael Jackson is a monster. He's guilty. If you ask me, it's two sides of cancel culture. It's a alphabet side, and then it's a certain persuasion side. If you get my drift,
I,
I'm just gonna call it like I see it.
I don't know, man. Like Juan said, it's angry people, man. It's angry people. Like I just point to use these small names as examples, like with Carrie Hilson, and it wasn't nothing they did culturally. It was just they said something against a very popular artist that a lot of people tend to like. It has a lot of power, and it's like their career is just pew. And I'm not saying that's the main objective why their careers probably didn't go in the direction they wanted, longevity wise, but cancel culture is just a bunch of pissed off people. And I want to pose this question too. It always seems like whatever's being canceled, it seems like the important stuff, is never being canceled. Police brutality, government.
Right,
We try to
right,
cancel these celebrities for having opinions just like us,
right.
but they saying them on camera. So I think energy just pointing in the wrong direction. That's me. You want to cancel something, point that shit in the right direction. That's all I'm saying.
Hell, I can go on a limb and say this: Terrell Owens, counsel.
Yeah.
Allen Iverson, counsel. Michael Vick, harshly counseled.
They let him back in a little bit, yeah.
Let him come back. Reason why I say AI got canceled because even when he was putting up stats, they act like he was no longer worth to even be mentioned in the NBA. Think about it. That man didn't really have a fair shake at the end of his career. They just booted him out because it was like, yo, our two dynamics is fucking Kobe and LeBron. We ain't got time for this culture icon nigga. Get him up out of here. Trade that nigga to Detroit. He don't want to play in Detroit. Trade him to Memphis. He don't want to play in Memphis. Oh, that nigga got to leave. So it exists, G. It exists. It's just it goes back to what I was trying to explain to Vaughn. I ain't gonna say it ain't some of our own people involving themselves within these groups like fools, but in all honesty, it ain't just it just always seems like it falls back on a certain crowd, a certain color, if you get my drift. Because everybody we just named, they look like me and you. I was probably the only person that named one person that didn't look like me and you, and that was Weinstein and Elvis. Yeah. Woody Allen can still go to award shows and be respected and get awards. Where they do that at?
Well, good point. Damn good point.
Come on, G.
I overlooked Elvis Presley.
Oh yeah, go look it up. Go look. He was the first Pied Piper. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Married and everything. Didn't say a word.
So I thought it was like his cousin or some shit, wasn't it?
Oh, Woody. Oh no. Woody Allen is married to his former stepdaughter. He was sleeping with her while he was married to her mom when she was a teenage little girl.
Mm-hmm.
So he ended up leaving her mama when she was a teenage little girl and running away with her. So that ain't predator-like. Amen. And we ain't talking about 19, 18. No. We talking about like 14, 15.
Oh, you know. Yeah, you know. That's why you come to this place, man. That's what you come here to get.
You know, I'm just saying.
Nah, you right.
Hold on. You know why you don't know nothing about all that? It ain't because you ain't informed. It's because the media ain't gonna never push that story. They ain't gonna never tell you that. They ain't gonna never. Like, you remember when me and you made them points about, damn, we barely heard about the dude that barely beat the black girl half to death, but we can't stop hearing about Deshaun Watson. You know why? You think that's by design, or you think that's on accident?
And you already know why.
Exactly.
That shit works.
So therefore, that's why I'm speaking up on it. It's just mighty miraculous to me that if it's something pertaining to the alphabets, it seems like they always got some kind of counsel this person, counsel this. You can't control who people like. If that's the case, black people should tell white people that's not racist, hey, y'all need to counsel the KKK. Because they are bad representation of some of y'all. Right. We don't want to believe that this is all y'all, but do we do that? We hear white people say all the time, not all of us are racist. But you know why they get that bad stigma? Because of the narrative that the media, push. When you look at the electoral votes, why do you think they break it down into? And I don't understand how they do this. I never voted a day in my life, but I know I got enough common sense to know this. How the hell you know? Oh, it's this state right here got 50% white votes. This state right here got 30% black votes. How you know? Because on the polls, you can't expose your ethnicity. So how they know who white, who black, who voting for who? Mm-hmm. Come on now, G. I bring it home for you if you want me to.
Okay then. Okay then, big dog. Do it. Put it out there.
I mean, shit. If we don't call a spade, we been fighting the council culture all our motherfucking life.
Hell yeah. True.
You know, they've been trying to cancel us from the moment. I ain't gonna say the moment we step foot on here, because we was here before they punk ass.
Exactly.
You know, they've been trying to cancel us because they knew we had a whole thing running before they came over here and fucked it up.
Absolutely right.
You know, I love my people. That's why I'm always put y'all up on game on what I know. You know, because I hope and pray somebody older than me or younger than me that got a little bit more wisdom on a certain topic that I don't know. They should give me that same type game. We need to know we need to know where we come from and not what they allegedly give us. Right. Yeah. My old lady can tell you this for a fact. 2007. Gee, I'm sitting in my junior year in my history class. I asked my teacher, Miss Dolier, why is we learning about all this white? Where the black people at? You in a predominantly black school, but you can't even teach African American history.
Hell no, they can't. Want to know why? Because up in all of the history books,
if you actually just going to flip that motherfucker out, guess who the fuck tried to write all of the history? It's always white people. And guess what? White people gonna also write out all of their horrible shit that they did to us. So hell yeah.
Exactly.
Shit, that's how it goes.
Shit, look at Thanksgiving. We had to get older to do the full research of. Hey man, y'all left the part out where they slaughtered them after they ate and brought something to
Exactly.
them.
Oh, and see, this is the crazy part. Why is it offensive to not want to stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance?
Mhm.
If you go back and you read, the national anthem. Why? If you go and you do the original song and you go find the other lyrics, they talking about slaves. And we supposed to honor this.
Right.
And we got brainwashed motherfuckers that had the audacity to come to me and my cousin while we working out, trying to ask us, hey, you want to be a part of this great military? You want to join the army? Nigga, I wouldn't join no army. I'm trying to get out of this bitch. I don't want to be here. Fuck America. And I said it on this podcast, and I stand by that. I don't care. What has America ever just shown us for me to say, for the red, blue, and the white and the proud? Man, get the fuck out of here. Well, people went over there and died for you. No, they didn't. They died not even knowing what they were fighting for. Ali said it best. You my poser when I want freedom. You my poser when I want justice. Y'all want me to go over there and fight for y'all in another country. You won't even fight for what I stand for in America.
Exactly.
Period. So no,
They got like
this
fucked
whole
up.
cancel culture is deeper than just, oh man, don't listen to this person. And then it's fucked up because most of these people that's getting canceled are black talented people.
Yeah.
But the media knows I can control these black minds through this thing they call tell lies vision. If they put it on TV, but they don't just put it on TV now, they put it on your smartphone. If it's on your smartphone, then it must be true. I'm just saying, I don't know nothing. I'm just 31. I don't know nothing.
It's been some shit, boy. I love this topic. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, shit, man.
I just hate the whole panel couldn't be on this motherfucker.
It's all good. I know it better be 5 likes on this goddamn video later on. I know that goddamn much.
Yeah.
But man, if we can move along, bro, because it's about that time, I don't know about Brother Juan. I feel a little overheated, a little under the weather, and y'all know it's only one person that can kill the element that's in my soul, man. Without further ado, you love them, you need them. The connoisseur of poetry, ladies and gentlemen, the prescriber of love. Please let us know who you are, sir.
I need a nap, doctor. Fuck you, Marlon. Yeah. It's your boy. You know what I'm saying? The love doctor. And I'm back with another one. I'm with, half of the band, to the band that's here. How y'all doing?
You doing good, doctor.
Right, to the band that couldn't be here with us, y'all keep y'all heads up, stay focused, and we're gonna keep this train rolling. Now, y'all know what we do, y'all know why we're here, y'all know what we about. So let's jump up into this thing now, shall we?
Yes, sir.
We got what for the love doctor, and I got a little question for y'all a little later on. So let's get this thing cracking.
Okay. I'm about to say, Brother Juan got a question. If not, I can go first.
Yeah, sure. I did have a question I wanted to ask the man how did he just actually have to put his head about trying to talk to a chick who is not within the same race as you, like if she's Hispanic or Asian or you know what I mean?
Well, brother, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that last part.
I said, would you talk to a person who is like outside of your race?
Me being who I am today, uh, maybe. I'm gonna put a question mark behind that because it goes into the maturity of the other individual along with mine as well. Because I know a lot of people say, well, this shouldn't be a brain teaser. You know, people of interracial relationships always talk to each other nowadays. That's true, but I mean, a lot of people don't. Which I'll tell you a quick story. It was a guy I used to work with. He's married to a Caucasian lady. They have two beautiful kids, and they were older couple. And he was just saying like the things that he had to experience and go through, and even still to this day go through with his kids, all because of who he chose to, you know, choose as his significant other, his partner, his wife. And to answer your question, I don't see the problem in it, but I do know there's problems that come with it, if that's fair to say.
Right.
You know, because what you and another individual may have in your hearts be so organic and so real, but it's not always going to be promised that everybody is going to share your same sentiment. You know, to answer that. Now, I'll even pass that over to Vaughn. I mean, by all us being from Southern Mississippi, what do you know, not saying that that should matter, but there's a certain stigma behind Mississippi.
Oh,
And everybody know
absolutely.
it. I don't have to say it. So I'm going to let y'all speak on it.
Absolutely. And bro, before I jump into it, it's crazy. I was telling a guy at work, we were working and he posed him a question. He said, Brother Vaughn, which is how y'all was calling me. He watched the show from time to time. He was like, hey man, I was watching this video on Instagram. This black girl, she kind of went on a rant about, you know, how black men are mad at black women for being mad at them for dating outside the race. Like, why are they mad at us for dating outside the race? And I said, bro, it's so crazy you brought that up to me because that's going to be on topic on Sunday's show, one of the topics. So I watched the video and I listened to about a good 16 minutes of it. It's like a 20-minute video. I stopped, but me personally, being from the state of Mississippi, we all know the history. My whole thing is this. Juice, if someone of the same ethnicity up to you came up to you and spit in your face, called you everything on the sun, I tried to attack you, 9 times out of 10, knowing you 10 times out of 10, what energy are you going to give that person?
I'm sorry, you said what ass kicking method am I going to use?
Exactly. Why would you take that stance? But it would only be natural because that's human nature, right? You gave the force of the energy that was reciprocated to you, right?
Right.
Now let's say somebody that was down there color green treated you with respect, admiration that you gave them. You gonna reciprocate it, right?
Right.
Because it's natural. It wasn't orchestrated. It wasn't fabricated. It was just natural how you felt toward them, right?
Correct.
To make everything short, ladies and gentlemen, there are mental walls, I would say, when trying to be involved with somebody of an opposite race, because it's only so much you can, you know, the last topic, when Juice was breaking down, you know, systematic racism, the things that we as African Americans have had and still are trying to overcome today that maybe someone of an opposite race couldn't understand. I would not deny that. That's very true. But if the energy feels natural, you feel yourself. Just you feel yourself, I have no problem with it. But I will say this, what does piss me off is when I hear people say, on a date, now everybody got a preference, but I feel if your preference is almost leaning towards fetish, because I don't date this because this person with this complexion. Because you really not knowing the person, you just fixated on the complexion.
Right.
Because I hate when black women say that, oh, I can't stand an Uncle Tom coon ass nigga that don't talk to white women. But I pose the same question to that same sister. Now, I've heard this plenty of times from a woman that I've have tried in my past to get close with. in previous endeavors. Oh, I don't talk to dark skinned dudes. Oh, I don't talk to light skinned niggas. So you basing your preference off of complexion?
Yeah. I had a bitch say one time I was in 7th grade. If it ain't light, it ain't right.
Yeah, I mean, there you go. So that's the pot calling the Kendall Black. Just food for thought, and that's all I got to say on that.
I agree.
But,
absolutely right. But if I had to answer that on a personal note, I just put a question mark there. But in my heart, I'm not just saying it's just because of skin tone or color. It's just, I love my women.
Yeah, that's fine.
Now I'm not saying that if somebody like Vaughn said, they came along and they showed me they was genuinely interested in me and loved me for who I am, I ain't gonna just throw them to the curb. Oh no.
Right.
No, your hair don't smell like just for me, perm girl. I can't talk to you. Come on now.
Okay, I said if I could pose my question to the good doctor. One, did you have something to say, man? I apologize.
No.
Okay. My question is not so serious in nature, but I feel that it's a question that definitely needs an answer. Good doctor, do you feel that a good man, good man,
okay,
good man, should ever have to ask his queen for head?
Hell no. And in the great words of Creed, dark skinned nigga with a player voice. Hey, y'all thinking I'm Barry White? Hold on. First off, now when you say in the context of acts, is this in the midst of already the action, or this is out of spontaneity?
It's out of spontaneity. Like you could be laying in bed, you could be on the couch, or hey, tap on the shoulder. It's not in the action of that person going to do it.
Well, if you don't mind, let me get in my Mackin stance. Here it is. See. Let me break it down. See, first off, it's all about how you go about the whole persuasion. Let me break this down to you. See, you can't go in there and sound like the little boy that's trying to get his ass wiped. You know what I'm saying? You can't go in there and say, I'm ready. She gonna turn over and go to sleep on your ass. You see what I'm saying? Now, if you go in there and you like, hey, you get the, nibbling on her neck. You know what I'm saying? You get to hit in certain spots that she can't, she finna lose control like Janet. You know what I'm saying? Then, it might not be no words that need to be explained. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be already understood what's about to go down. And she going to be want to, tease you and please you. But if you just going in there out of spontaneity and you just sitting there like, yo, you sounded like, the driving instructor, I'm your driver, Mr. Walker. And you trying to, instruct her to, the promised land. That's not smooth. Remember, everything you do, fellas, with the ladies, it got to come off like butter, baby. Smooth.
I feel you, but good doctor, what if you smooth and you doing all the things and crossing all the T's and dotting all the I's, but they still kind of reluctant, and if they do it, it's not as long as you will return the favor to them. It's like a spit and a lick. Ugh.
Well, see, I'm not trying to get you in trouble with your lady.
Nah,
but,
oh man, it's general. This all general question.
First time
I just know from past endeavors.
Past endeavors. All right, past endeavors. Here it is. First off, you got to know your sex, your partner's sex drive. You got to know when are they moments, like when they gonna be a they peak, they freaky. See what I'm saying?
Right.
Because a lot of people, they just do it like out of nowhere, like, oh, I'm ready to do it. And they want it to go down just like how they want it, but it don't always work. So you gotta catch them when they nice and comfortable and they in the mood. And you can tell they scooting their ass over there on your side, or they rubbing on your hair, rubbing in your hair. or they rubbing on your flavor saver, trying to see if it smells like somebody else's, But you know, you got to know your partner in order to know when it's time to indulge in those type of festivities. And I promise you, once you learn your partner, you see what I'm saying? Then that leads into other actions. Now, I will answer this and say this. The only time that it's not acceptable for your partner not to do what they do, if your partner is not your partner, they're just your playmate. Because I feel like this with a playmate should be able to do whatever, whenever, ready and willing, however.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all about learning what position that you putting these people in. Are they playmates or are they partners?
Facts.
Partners you can build something with. Playmates you just having fun with, and then you're going about your day.
Absolutely. Cool. Brush your hair and shove your dick in the mouth. Gotcha. Say less.
Right. I see you read that well, boy. Okay, you've been reading the book. Okay. All right. So, fellas, if that includes all, well, first off, Juan, did you have anything else to add to that, brother?
Nah, man, I ain't just have anything just to add to it.
Oh, okay. So you done with the love doctor segment? You just ready to go and get to that white girl? Okay, cool. So here we go. I got a question for y'all. If y'all don't
Go for it.
Love doctor, come from a long line of 70 soul, 60 soul, 80 soul music, and this question always spring out in the songs, but I'm gonna spring it out on y'all here. Do you believe in love at first sight? And if so, what encounter did you have that told you that's what it was?
Shit, man, I can go first. I don't per se believe in love at first sight. Like I believe that like chemistry at first sight. I believe in like attraction at first sight. But shit, as far as love, like that got to be like some kind of respect and loyalty and some other shit that's going into that. So I say no for like trying to be in love at first sight, but I would say like yes to like attraction and chemistry at first sight. That's some shit like that.
Okay. Chicky baby. Vaughn, you got anything to add to that?
Nah, man, I couldn't have said it better myself. Like he's so true. I tell people all the time, regardless what sex you are, the attraction is what piques your interest. The personality is what keeps it. Love takes time and dedication. You fall in love from knowing this person, seeing their flaws, seeing the best of them, and just overall who they are. So I'm not definitely a believer at first sight. I mean, if you into that and you believe that, hey, I'm not gonna disagree with you. Teach his own, but I think it takes time to build. That's just me.
Me personally, I think I agree with both of y'all, by the way. But I think I'm gonna say partially. Let me tell you what I mean. Do you know you love a person when you first lay eyes on them? No. Only thing you can look at a person and our first instinct, you can say, "Damn, she fine," or y'all have that little unique stare where she feeling you, you feeling her. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Now, only reason I say partially because it goes into, like I said earlier, with a puzzle. A puzzle can't be put together when it's in a million pieces. You only can go back and draw to this conclusion once the puzzle is completed, right?
Yeah.
And the reason why I can say that partially with confidence is because once you and a person start to build a rapport and build on getting to know each other, you be like, damn, it had to be something deep to draw me into you because I've seen plenty of beautiful women, but I kept walking. So what was it about? This is gonna sound crazy. Some of the women that I've been involved with, instantly, when I look at some of them, and we make eye contact, I know like man, this person finna have something going on. Like I instantly can look at them and just know, like
Mm-hmm.
we finna have a thing. She finna be Mrs. Jones. We finna
Mm-hmm.
have a thing going on, like instantly, you know. So it's hard for me to explain. I don't know if it's just Cupid in the mix or if it's just something spiritually going on. Even if me and that person didn't work out, I knew with some people like instantly just once we made eye contact, like me and her finna have some kind of dealing with each other. If it's just on the friendship level, if it's a little deeper than friendship, etc. You know. So I say partially. But to add to what I was saying for as the puzzle, if you and a person do work out, it makes you go back to when you first met that person and like Warren said, and y'all got that instant chemistry. Or like Vaughn said, y'all just have that, you know, that the instincts, that vibe, that thought process of, I wonder who is she, or I wonder who is he. So I'm not gonna say that it's fully love, but I'm gonna say it's a curiosity,
Mm-hmm.
if that's fair to say. So I
I like
hope that
that. I
answers
like that. I like that.
the
Like all
question.
that.
You know.
I about to say, fellas, one more quick topic before we get off our. First off, thank you, great doctor, for stopping by and prescribing us for what we needed
Oh,
once again.
oh, 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 yeah.
But to
Yeah.
make a real quick topic before we get off our chest, and the reason I say quick because they know what I mean. You know. Uh, Brother One has spoke on this a previous couple episodes ago. The album Donda, if I'm pronouncing that right, by
Mm-hmm.
Mr. West. Where go, Mr. West? Yes, Mr. Kanye West. Supposed to be coming out next week. So I just want to know you guys' expectations for it, if you have any. If you don't give a fuck, what do you expect from this album? I want Brother One to go first, just specifically. He brought it up a couple episodes ago.
Yeah, man, I'll just go, man. I just think it's gonna be pretty good, man. I done heard like a lot of people up on like who was like a part of the little party he had up at the stadium and shit. Like I heard a lot of great things about it. Shit, I heard he was talking about shit. It ain't gonna be the what the fuck he said. Oh, I heard the man was like, it ain't the album of the year. It's going to be the album of life or whatever. I was like, oh,
Okay.
okay, cool. Shit, that shit is gonna be great. But I kind of have it in my head as well that I got like some high ass expectations, and like as soon as I hear it, it ain't gonna be what the fuck I expect at all. So I don't know, man. I just don't know.
My expectations, I'm gonna let Juice speak on it if he wants. It's just curiosity, man. Kanye's he's an enigma, man. It's curiosity. For $1 million a day or a week to live in the Atlanta the Mercedes Benz stadium. I hope
Right.
he taking this. I hope he really putting his best foot forward and putting his foot in that project. Cause nigga, when you got it like that, you got it like that. But I'll let Juice go.
How sway? How sway? First off, he's a fucking fool. $1 million?
Yeah, he
A
got it.
million dollars. $1 million. He's a billionaire, allegedly.
Yep.
You know. So all I'm gonna say is this: my expectations, they in the air. I don't know. We don't know which Kanye we're gonna get. You know, are we gonna get the super inspired one, or are we gonna get the expired one? If you get my drift,
Right.
because I'm gonna quote something Muhammad Ali said. It's kind of hard to get up and train and do what you used to do when you're laying up in silk sheets.
Mm.
You know, it's kind of hard for us to want somebody to sound like what they used to sound like when they don't have the same hunger no more. When they barely
Right.
can fit in their jogging suits. You know, so yeah,
That's
I'm
right.
just going, huh?
Nah, I ain't mean to cut y'all. Say, damn, it's a good ass quote. I'm gonna start using.
You know, so I mean, it's hard for me to say as far as my expectations. I'm just gonna say The last good album that I wasn't expecting to be just great, and believe it or not, it's not J. Cole's album because I don't even hardly listen to J. Cole's new album. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But
You tripping?
Jeezy's old album, every now and then I make a glance at a song or two. Well, his last album. And if I'm willing to give that a listen and willing to give that a chance and see the evolution within that man, I have no choice. Whether I agree with some of the things Kanye say, it's not about that. It's about talent. Talent will always outlast and outspeak whatever issue or drama you got going on in your life. So I just hope he just get back to understanding that he's an extremely creative and talented individual that, regardless of his opinions or views, man, he got a lot of people that really rock with him and really, vibe with him.
Right.
And that's what's, pretty much where I leave.
Gotcha. Love all of it. I said, what man?
Hey, yo,
What's up?
we do have to like revisit that J. Cole shit eventually because yeah, it's kind of crazy. Cause bro, I swear I really don't play that album a lot either. Like I'm still up on my old school J. Cole shit.
Yeah,
I'm surprised.
That's the first album I do not play. I know this is a Kodak moment, but I'm gonna say it. Here it is. I'm ready for K-Dot to drop out.
Man, I've been waiting on it. I can't wait, man.
Okay.
Because he's going to be just like a movie type shit, with all of the interludes and shit like that. So,
But you never know.
Waiting.
You never know. He have a lot of that on his last album. You never know. You never know with Kendrick. You never know what you're gonna get because no Kendrick Lamar album sounds alike.
True, but it always plays through.
Yeah,
always. So.
But I'm surprised to hear both of y'all say that. I'll listen to All Season 3 days. I probably listen to the album about 30 times or 40 times. I ain't gonna say it's his best, but it's definitely one of my favorites.
Remember when it first came out, y'all said that I was crazy for saying that what's his
Born Sinner.
What's the second album? Born Sinner was better than that. Remember y'all said that? Remember I said, man, we not gonna be listening to this on down the line. I wonder who was correct. Take a seat, baby girl. You've been all in my mind. I know I ain't called, got a part of my grind. Just caught the Maroon 5. No Adam Levine. Came a man by myself. Only father was time. I know that she relate, baby. That ain't shit, but she raised that nigga kids. This is swallowing mine. Get the fuck out of here. Come on now, G.
I ain't say he didn't spit, but
come on now, G.
All right. Cold World. Shout out Cold World, man. We eager to see what you got going next, man. But that was a good conversation. And to Kanye West, man, just expectations and curiosity. That's all. But I think to wrap this all up, fellas, this has been a great show. To our brothers that could not join us today, man, it's love. We appreciate everything he brings to this platform. We hope to see y'all next week and just take care of what y'all got to take care of, man. And to Brother Sal, congratulations. Jay Marley, you know what it is. But
Sensei has spoken.
Pretty much, man.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna make it brief, but lately I've been seeing a lot of stuff on the media, and as far as like my outside, family members and shit like that. And I just want to say something to the young ladies out here, young teenage ladies particularly, and young adult ladies as well. Ladies, you don't have to let a man dictate your mood, your vibe, your every movement, your every adjustment. Because if you do, you're only gonna get let down. You're only gonna get put in situations you shouldn't be in, and you're only gonna get in a negative mindset later on in life because of people that you put all your stock into ain't always who they made themselves out to be. Focus on what makes you happy individually. Not saying that having another significant other around in a partner ain't great, but don't just put all your tokens, all your coins into this man as if, oh man, he's everything. Only time you need to be doing that is if you're moving towards that marriage status. If you know you ain't nowhere near that status, man, go out here, have safe fun. Notice I said safe fun with dignity and some class. I know them words usually don't get brought up nowadays on TikTok and Snapchat and Instagram and things of that nature. But damn, can we get back to that? Please. And if you ain't got no female figure out there that's really the example of what I'm saying right now, that don't mean that you don't. Just go out there and find that example and gravitate towards that person. You're not always gonna be promised to get the best and positive, most influencers from our parents. Let's be honest. Sometimes our parents they battling their own demons, and we just was made in the process. So I just want to leave the young ladies with that, man. You know, let's just do better. Let's just, you know, have a better perspective on that.
Absolutely. I could go real quick and I'll let Juan wrap this up, man. I just want to give a shout out to a good friend. You know, we talked last Friday. Well, yesterday. Well, Friday. I apologize. Friday night, drunk some wine, and I ain't talked to him or seen him in I think a couple months. But he's a very good, close friend of mine, and just picking his brain. But you know, the whole bottom line of the conversation was just, you know, him not being happy where he was in life and whatnot. And I told him, man, you know, it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. And focus on your passion, man. You know, before you try to get situated with somebody else, you know, figure out what you want to do as a young man and as a young king. And my nigga, just let them words resonate in you. You know what I'm saying? Find your passion, because I found mine. So he has a lot of talent. He just doesn't realize it. So I just want to give a shout out to my boy, man, and let him know I'm always here if you need him. That's all I gotta say.
Okay. I really don't got a lot. Just be pretty quick. Just want to talk about shit. Little bit of the news out here. Shit, I was reading about like Florida broke the record with more than 2,100
Yeah.
brand new cases and stuff like that. So I just want to tell the people to just please be careful. Please take care of yourself. Wash your hands. Use your fucking mask. I don't care if you got the vaccine or not. Just be careful. Use your shit and wash your hands, man. Please.
Yeah. Stupid ass governor ain't gonna make it no better. They got.
And wash your ass.
All right.
Yes. Please.
Exactly.
Wash your
Please.
ass. I'm down here. I smell some of you funky motherfuckers.
Wash your ass. But good brother Juice, would you do the honors, man?
On that note, I like to leave him with this, but I'm gonna do it in a special way. He know it when I drop it. Shall I hit it? Everybody that knows we are, I'm just saying 48 podcast. Shout out to Fat. Shout out to Marley. Can't wait to have y'all back on the show. Shout out to Vaughn. Shout out to Juan. If y'all didn't know that, you know, this is a brotherhood. And when I say brotherhood, I just basically mean this love is solid.
Oh Lord.
One. Solid. Yes. One. Yes. And they go like, yes, sir. And we got this thing. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the follow button. Make sure I get them 5 fucking likes on YouTube. Mates. And on that note, I'm gonna leave it with this. So times don't last, but tough people do. And on that note, we about this thing.
Peace.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.